Sick of people on ESPN or SportsCenter who think they have their heads on their shoulders, but they really don't? Well, it's time for the Jimmy the K Sports Show. We are live, unedited, and giving you the most urgent sports news as of right now. It's time for the Jimmy the K Sports Show, and again, we are live and unedited. Here we go, boys. Party time! See, I'm so happy. I want to play the song more than once tonight. How y'all doing this Tuesday evening? It's me, your host, Jimmy the K. Woo! Party time tonight. We've got a plethora of things going on in Major League Baseball. I might as well get to them because if I don't, we'll be here all night. And I really don't want to be here all night. I don't know about y'all. Y'all might want to be here all night. Y'all might want to see my sexy face all night. I don't know. Y'all just might. I don't know. I don't know who all my viewers are. Some of y'all might. I mean, come on. I know I'm kind of a stud, aren't I? This is, again, the number one sports show on the web, and I appreciate you each and every Tuesday night stopping by. I promised through the Facebook page that I would be giving you some exciting news. I don't know if it's really exciting, but this is Major League Baseball's trade deadline is 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Friday. So what I have to do as the host of this show is I have to give you the most adequate, the most informal news as of right now. As of right now, there's been a plethora of trades going along in Major League Baseball, and from there, we'll go over what I know as of right now, what's going on, some buzz going around in the league, and from there we will have a show airing Friday evening, and maybe at the same time, it may be 7. Then again, it may be Tuesday after or Friday afternoon around 3, around the time the trade deadline is, maybe 4ish. So just stay tuned. I'll keep the page updated. You know where to find it. Facebook.com/All About Sports Zone. We've got a few new likes to the page, and I want to welcome you to the page, and not only to the page, but to the show. I appreciate the viewers each and every week, and I want to give you the opportunities as fans to ask your questions. What are your questions? What sports am I not covering? What sports am I covering too much of? You've got that platform to get in touch with me that I will give you at the end of the show to get in contact with me and get your questions answered each and every week here on the Jimmy the K Sports Show. As I said, there's been a plethora of sports news, so I want to go ahead and get to it. As we know, the Houston Astros last week, and I may have done this may have been on last Tuesday's show, but I don't believe it was. The Houston Astros acquired Scott Cashmere from the Oakland Athletics, and the Oakland Athletics are at it again. I don't know if many of you sports fans out there have seen the movie Moneyball, but that is an actual movie about the general manager of the Oakland Athletics, Billy Beane. He is still the general manager, and he is still moneyballing it left and right. He's all about winning and winning now, and sometimes you make big moves in the offseason like the Athletics have done the last couple of years, and they backfire on you. So therefore, they're making those trades. They're getting rid of those players. They're moving them on for prospects, and they're trying to build up their farm system and the likes of what the Houston Astros have done, what the Texas Rangers have done, the Kansas City Royals, teams like that have a pretty stout farm system. They're trying to put their team in the likes of that. With that being said, we all know that the Astros acquired Scott Cashmere last week, and by acquiring Scott Cashmere, you saw on the All About Sports Zone page. As a matter of fact, 127 of you saw it on the page that he was acquired from the Oakland Athletics, and I honestly think the Houston Astros are a legitimate threat in winning the West. Right now, they have a 70-30 odds. 70% chance that they'll win it, 30% that they won't. They're right there on the tail of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Angels have since added some guys as of just the last hour that will help bolster their bench, bolster their outfield, the platoon uh, of guys, kind of bolster them to possibly make a run at another AL West victory. But yet the Houston Astros are right there on their heels. The Houston Astros have been in contact with virtually every free agent right now, or not free agent, but every trade person about. There's rumors going around that they're talking to the Padres about Justin Upton, Tyson Ross, uh, Andrew Cashner, guys like that. The starting pitching there for the Houston Astros. And there's word right now that they are making a serious push for Cole Hamels. And I will admit, I'm going to say this. I honestly think the Rangers right now have a 70% chance of being the best team of acquiring Cole Hamels, with the Dodgers being about 65. The Astros, believe it or not, are around 30%, only because of what was said by Cole Hamels weeks ago. A week ago or so, Cole Hamels definitely stated that he would not clear his no trade clause to go to the Houston Astros. He has since then backed away from that, has stepped away from that and said he will keep an open mind to any team that decides to trade for him. I will admit, and I'm going to be quite blunt about this, if the Houston Astros acquire Cole Hamels, their odds of winning the West not only goes from 70%, but it goes to 90%, in my honest opinion. So if you're the Houston Astros and you acquire Cole Hamels, they've just jumped to 90%, whereas the Angels are kind of around 85 right now. 85-15, the Astros 70-30 right now. The Rangers at a 55-45 right now, and every other team kind of going down from there. But with the acquisition of Cole Hamels for the Houston Astros, I will put the Astros' odds of winning the AL West at 90%. Downright. They will have the most stoutest, the most elite starting pitching staff in all of baseball, along with a bullpen. Batting wise, they won't necessarily have all the pieces, but they're getting Jed Lowry coming back off of injury. They're getting, I believe, John Singleton coming off of injury. Those two players coming off of injuries, going for rehab as of right now, increasingly help the odds of the Houston Astros with the addition of Cole Hamels. Without the addition of Cole Hamels, with the addition of maybe a couple other bats, their odds go up to around 80-20. But right now, the AL West is 85-15, with the Angels taking the AL West as of right now. You saw here on the All About Sports Zone page also that the Pirates and the Brewers worked out a deal to send Aramis Ramirez to the team that originally drafted him. A team that he originally was drafted with, the Pittsburgh Pirates, picks him up, and from there he has already stated that he's going to retire at the end of the season. So at least he gets to retire as from the same team that he come up with. The trades are going to continue to get better and better as time goes on, and that's just one of them that just makes everything pretty good right now. You saw a couple of days ago that the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim made a solid move in acquiring Connor Gillespie from the White Sox. Pretty good move for the fact that David Freese will probably not be back for the remainder of the season. If anything, he'll be back maybe for the playoffs at the earliest. But by trading for Connor Gillespie, they get a good backup for David Freese and a good third baseman that can carry them above and beyond as well. The St. Louis Cardinals made a deal with the Miami Marlins to acquire Steve Cishek. Solid move on both teams. The Cardinals are out to win it again. They've been right there the last few years. They've won a few over the last 5 or 10 years. Um, they want to get back. They want to get back. They want to step into that limelight. They want to win another championship. A bold move like this gives them a solid move, gives their odds at around 65-35 of winning their division, and about a 60-40 chance of them, making it farther in the playoffs and possibly making the World Series. The Atlanta Braves, I know there are some Braves listeners out there, made a couple of moves. Um, they sent Juan Uribe and Kelly Johnson to the New York Mets. Solid move as the Mets are getting better, and the Atlanta Braves are trying to build up their farm system to do what they've done in the 90s uh, and past. Have that one or two elite player combo where not only from there they could excel in years to come from their farm system, but excel for decades to come, much like what they did in the 90s. It's a solid move. The Mets getting better. The Braves adding a few players. The players that the Braves added, I give a B minus to. I give the Mets an A minus to the trade. The Mets don't have a shot at more than likely winning the division. They might. Um, but, even with a win of the division for the Mets, even at that, the Mets don't have a shot at winning the World Series. There's too many other great teams out there. The 2 days ago, it was suggested that the Texas Rangers were leading in the Cole Hamels sweepstakes. But I also posted on the All About Sports Zone page that I'd keep an eye on the Dodgers very closely. The Dodgers also have the farm system to come up and make a push for Cole Hamels. The Houston Astros, as stated earlier, have the possibility to go after Cole Hamels as well, and or the farm system. By doing that, you've got an elite Rangers club with a great farm system. You got the Dodgers with a great farm system. You got the Astros who are willing to throw in some of their best players to land Cole Hamels right now. And I even a few days ago, I even said this. Um, right now, I think the Rangers are at odds right now as to what to do. They gave a package that did not include one of their top players. Chichi Gonzalez was not included in the deal. The Phillies keep pushing for the Rangers to add Chichi Gonzalez. It's not happening. The Rangers want to hold on to Chichi Gonzalez as he has continued to excel. He started 5-0 on the season this year, and had a few bad games. Was sent back down to the minors. Uh, they've seen the kind of pitcher that he can be. They've added a few elite players to the package. They're not going to add Mazzara or any of their top guys without the Phillies taking on a little bit of incentive. The Phillies earlier today, as of about 3 o'clock Central Daylight Time, asked teams to bring forth their best offers by tomorrow. The Phillies would like to get a deal done by tomorrow. If a deal's going to be done, they pushed off his start for Thursday to Friday if he's still in a Phillies uniform. If not, that gives the best team with the best offer the chance to start him either Friday or Saturday evening. By doing that, the odds go up for Texas in years to come. They stay pretty low right now, 55-45, even if they acquire Cole Hamels. Here's the positive light about acquiring Cole Hamels if you're any team. The Texas Rangers. This is John Daniels. Um, this is his thinking as of right now. Pretty logical thinking. He's not playing for this season because if they come back to make it in the wild card, they don't go very far. Then they got Cole Hamels next year. Yu Darvish is healthy. Derek Holland is healthy. Martin Perez is healthy, and maybe you trade a bad contract of Shin Soo Chu for a starting pitcher like uh, somebody like Jeff Samardzija if he's not traded, or Jeff Samardzija and another person, or you said Shin Soo Chu to the Dodgers for Yasiel Puig. Uh, Bad contract for bad contract. Maybe offset a little bit of money the Dodgers. Maybe a prospect or two. But as far as that goes, John Daniels is looking for the future. Cole Hamels is signed through 2017 with an option for 2018. So not only do you get him this year, you get him next year, you get him following year with an option for another year. That's 4 years. That's pretty good. And he's 31. So he's kind of hitting his prime as pitching wise right now. So with that being said, right now I have the odds of the Rangers landing him at about 60-40, the Dodgers 55-45, and the Astros 50-50. There's been word of the San Francisco Giants making a huge push for him. The odds of them landing him are about 25-75 as of right now. So, with that being said, we're going to find out eventually where Cole Hamels is going. Probably by tomorrow. Like I said, keep up to date with the All About Sports Zone page. You keep if you like the page, your phone's probably been blowing up. If you have the page linked to your phone's probably been blowing up, beep 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 beep, whatever, however your phone goes off, because of stuff going on, and it's going to continue to get blown up until Friday. So I want to forewarn you. We learned, I believe it was Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was Sunday that the Royals and the Reds made a deal. The Royals made a deal to acquire Johnny Cueto, and my odds of them winning their division went up to around 85-15. And with some trades that they've made, kind of went up to 87-13. 87-13 that they win their division. Johnny Cueto is a definite good acquisition by the Kansas City Royals. Kind of helps them get them back to where they were last year. Possible championship run, possible championship trophy. Cueto, if he likes the Royals, could very well sign long term. As of Sunday, and this is as of Sunday, and I'm still saying this. This is just my personal opinions of my personal hearsay. This was Sunday evening that the Texas Rangers officials said that the rotation for the Yankees series was yet to be determined. They had the first two starters, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday starters listed, but they did not have Thursday listed. My gut feeling in all of this is that there is a hint of John Daniels has gotten a hint, possibly, that the Rangers have possibly won the bid or will win the bid of acquiring Cole Hamels. So therefore, they're saving that spot for Cole Hamels to start that Thursday. Nothing guaranteed, but all indications still point to that. With that being said, probably by this time tomorrow evening, we'll know if Cole Hamels has been traded into where, or if he's going to be traded at all. Also, we've learned that the Texas Rangers are looking at Andrew Cashner and Tyson Ross of the San Diego Padres. The biggest concern that I see with John Daniels dealing with AJ Preller as a general manager is the fact that AJ was mentored by John Daniels. So I don't think the two of them will work that well together, knowing that Preller knows the players in the Rangers system and knows what players to get for what he needs to get. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. My personal opinion is that it doesn't happen. We've learned that the Rangers, Indians, Astros, and Giants are showing interest in the Brewers Gomez. We learned earlier today that more than likely he's being pulled back from trade talks, and will possibly be traded in the offseason instead. So Mets made a deal to trade for Tyler Clippard of the Oakland Athletics. So therefore, Billy Beane is at it again, looking to restock himself. Last night, while many of you were sleeping, the biggest trade of the season as of yet, the blockbuster deal. This is the blockbuster deal as of the whole trade times thus far. I mean, I'm pretty sure there will be another one or two, but this one takes the cake as of right now because it's the only one. The Blue Jays and the Rockies struck a deal. The Blue Jays landed Troy Tulowitzki of the Colorado Rockies in return for a couple pitchers, along with LaTroy Hawkins. LaTroy Hawkins goes to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays just got way better there. Way better. They could very well win that division. The Royals have acquired Ben Zobrist. My odds of them winning a championship went up 86 to 14 as of right now. You saw that here on the All About Sports Zone page a few hours ago. Last story of the night. We'll switch gears a little bit. I want to tip my hat to that of NFL quarterback Peyton Manning, who offered support to the families of the victims in the Chattanooga shooting, who's offered assistance in those in the shooting in Lafayette, Louisiana. This guy's a class act. His dad was a class act. The reason why, the Mannings are the way they are. We appreciate people like him for doing what they do. With that being said, that's this Tuesday evening show. Again, I will have a show at the trade deadline on Friday. At some point, keep a tab to the All About Sports Zone page, and we'll let you know from there. Until next time, continue to support Team Avery with your donations. Continue to come back to the Facebook page at All About Sports Zone, or email me at allaboutsportszone@gmail.com, or like us on Twitter at Jimmy Kersey1. Until next week, I am your host, Jimmy the K. I will see you Friday evening with a special edition of the Trade Deadline Deals Made. I'm Jimmy the K. Peace out.